my name is Angie Deek with Grace and Rose Design. I'm joined here with my daughter, Caroline. Say hi.
Hi.
Caroline's going to help demonstrate how to make your at-home kit for kids. We're going to walk you through step by step on how to apply your design, how to paint, so you can put together a really great project for the kiddos. First, we're going to start with the supplies that you need. The items that we've provided for you are painter's tape, which you'll see on the back of your board. Should be plenty there for you. I've provided you with paint that you have pre-selected. There are painting sponges. These are just makeup sponges. We also have your vinyl design, that's this, and your board. The things you need to grab from home are a pair of scissors, a ruler if you want help measuring, centering your design, a sharp knife or tweezers, something to weed out the vinyl at the end. You'll need a squeegee. Now if you don't have a squeegee like I do, you can use a credit card, a driver's license, something that is plastic and hard and sturdy. And then you'll also want paintbrushes if you're planning to do any details or touch up at the very end. With your design, you want to decide where on your board you want it to be. So what you can do is pull off your tape and stick it somewhere to the side, just so it's off your board, because we want that board flat. You can rip one of those in half if you have that handy. So we're going to decide where on the board we want our design. That's what your ruler is for if you need help centering it. Now, this is an important step. You want to secure your design to the board and create a hinge near the center. So you're going to tape top and bottom to the side. Yes, you can do this step. Okay. Now, on your design, you have three parts. You have your paper backing that has the gridding. You have your vinyl, which you can barely see, which is gray. And then you have your clear, foggy transfer tape on top. Stick a back rolled piece of tape right between those pieces you secured that with. Then you're going to remove, I'll start it and then you can, okay? You're going to be removing the top two layers. So that is the transfer tape and the vinyl. You're going to leave the paper backing. So I'll hold the paper backing, you pull back the vinyl. Really slowly, right to that halfway point, and then stick it to that back rolled piece. Now, your next step, you're going to cut off this exposed piece of paper. Then you're going to take this piece, unstick it, hold it straight up, and then slowly from this side, work it down from the middle and apply your design. Now that half is stuck. So then you're gonna remove your paint that you used to secure it. You got that piece? Yep. Fold your design back in half, the part that's not stuck on. Yep. And then pull off that transfer, or that paper backing. Yep. And then repeat the steps.
I see them now.
Yeah. Repeat the steps. Hold up your vinyl. And then slowly guide it down from the center. Yep. Now here's where you can grab that squeegee and just lightly press on the design. You just want to make sure that the vinyl is really good and stuck to the wood. You get some pressure. Just push it on like that. Yep. Okay. Your next step is going to be removing the transfer tape. So you find a corner that you can see, and Caroline will show you how you flat your hand. Make your hand flat, remember? Keep your hand flat and pull it back. You want to keep that folded back on itself. It reinforces the pressure of the vinyl to the wood instead of asking the vinyl to come up off the wood if we pulled that straight up. We want to pull it back on itself, nice and slow. Now if some of your design comes up with your transfer tape, you can, here, stop for a second. You can say some of that vinyl was coming up, you can go back, press it to the wood, and then just keep going. Nice and slow on this step. It's okay. Yeah. There you go. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Okay. Excellent. Now, we're almost ready to paint, but see how parts of her board here are exposed. And if we were to be working on the unicorn's mouth and accidentally go past the vinyl design, we're gonna paint our board, and we don't wanna do that, right? So that extra tape that I gave you is for taping off your design on the parts that are close to the edge to protect our board. Now, if you wanna do this on all 4 sides, you're welcome to do that. All right, she has picked pink and green and yellow and this really pretty teal color. Now, your colors are in a cup, and you are welcome to use the lid for the blotting part, but if you have that extra pieces of paper backing, you can also use that, the shiny slick side, to blot your paint. And what I mean by blotting is, which part are you going to be coloring teal? That part. Now for Caroline, I'm gonna cut her sponges, which you are welcome to do. They are all yours to do with, to make her piece a little bit smaller since she has some small details. So she can blot a little bit of paint onto her sponge and then kind of blot it off. The sponge should not be super wet. It should not have any pools on it. And because your first layer is gonna be super thin paint, we don't wanna go real heavy with the paint because it'll take longer to dry and it'll cause issues when we remove the stencil later. So she's gonna go real slow, taking her time. You should have plenty of paint. So you can get into those details. That's okay. What color do you want the outside of the ears? Because we have to go through with a second layer. Most of your paints will only require 2 layers of paint. I think we're almost done.
We are.
See how much paint we did not use? So you have plenty of extra paint. When you're done, if you want to go and do another project with that paint, you are welcome to. It is all yours now. She has decided to add a little bit of gold as well, and so we are going to add the gold for her here. All right, so when you're done, you've got 2 layers of paint for every color. You get to remove your vinyl design. So what we like to do is start on a corner. Do you want to do this part? Pull straight up. So you're gonna pick a corner. Okay, pick this one so you can pull it. Hold on, let me get the knife. Okay. Now when you pull up your design, pull straight up on that sucker. Straight up into the ceiling. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
And really slowly.
Pull straight up. Straight up. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Ooh. So this is where getting your knife out helps. This one has a lot of little details there in her cute little rose. So we're gonna get those out. So then you have your cute little sign. It's all done, you did it all by yourself. It looks awesome. Now what you can do is you can actually put a hook on the back if you'd like to do that and hang it, or you can set it just on a shelf or a table. But this is your final finished product. So if at any point you have questions and you want to send me a message, you can do so. My information is at the bottom of your wood sign supply list, and you can also leave a comment on the video if you'd like to go that route. But I really hope you have fun making these and helps you feel very creative. So thank you so much for supporting small business. I appreciate it. Thank you.